Welcome back to another segment of Behind the Scenes of the Waltons. Just recently, I was able to attend the Hollywood Celebrity Autograph Show in Los Angeles, and a number of my Walton castmates were there, so I thought I would share a little bit of an overview of what went on there. Since I don't actually live in Los Angeles currently, I went down for about a week, and I started off by spending a few wonderful days with Leslie Winston at her house. She's such a wonderful hostess, so I get really spoiled. So we got to do some shopping. We went to a Dodgers game. She and I and Eric Scott and his wife Cindy are big Dodger fans. So sorry for those of you who have your own home teams, but I get to root for my home team. We sort of rounded out our visit together, Leslie and I, by just making a quick pop into the LA Zoo. So that was a fun trip. And from there, then I went on to attend the 2 days of the Hollywood show. The cast members who were able to attend the show were Cotler and David Harper, me, Eric Scott, Michael Learned, and Richard Thomas. So at one point, so we were at these tables, as you'll see. I took just a little video showing you the lineup of our group who were there. Now you may say, why weren't John and Mary there? Well, John lives in Cornwall, England, so it was not cost effective for the show to be able to bring him in for this event. Mary was at a different event that weekend that was helping to promote an independent film she did not too long ago called Sod and Stubble. So we missed having Mary and John there. Prior to going in and setting up our tables and stuff like that, we had a little gathering, and Sally Boyden, who I had interviewed not too long back, who had played the little girl in The Christmas Carol, who she and her brother, who was played by Cammie's brother, Jeffrey, end up there. They were sent from London because of all the bombing. Their parents sent them to stay with the Baldwin sisters. So Sally came by with her husband, George, and her husband took a few pictures of us together. So these photos with Sally are compliments of her husband, George Cook. Friday, the event ran from about 4 to about 8 for us, and it was a very busy evening of taking selfies and signing photos and other sorts of CDs and memorabilia. So really busy that night. When I had a little bit of a break at one point, just a little lull in the action, I went around and said hello to a couple of other friends who were attending the event, including Joe Lando, who you may remember from Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. He played Sully, and when I was living up in Canada, I had a chance to do a show that he was starring in called Higher Ground, and had not crossed paths with Joe since then. So we chatted for a few minutes, and he told me a little bit about they lost their home in the recent LA fires, and so that was quite a deal. I cannot imagine going through that, but he said his co-star from Dr. Quinn, Jane Seymour, actually had his whole family stay with her for a period of time while they were, I guess, regrouping and figuring out where they make home for now. So that was a sweet story to hear, and it was great to catch up a bit with Joe. There were a lot of other stars there, and I did not have much chance to really walk around and because they were busy greeting fans and stuff like that, I didn't interrupt to go and meet them myself. But sometimes there's enough time to do that, and sometimes there just isn't. We ended up the evening doing a group photo op for various different people who had arranged to have that done. So a busy evening and a nice time. With the castmates that were there, I took advantage and had each of them just send a little birthday greeting to Richard Thomas, because it was just a few days before his birthday. So they sent little video messages that I included in the happy birthday video segment that I did for Richard that aired just recently. So if you want to see those little messages to Richard, then check out the segment of Richard's birthday tribute. Being so close to both Cammie and Richard's birthdays, which I had done these tribute birthday segments for, we were also able to sign David Harper had brought birthday cards for both Cammie and Richard that all of the cast signed. And then there was an ornament of Cammie's, one of the Christmas ornaments that we also all signed. So just nice to be able to share a little bit of an early birthday greeting with both of them. I did snag Richard for just a few seconds with a few silly questions, and he was he had some fun with it. And I said, I'm gonna put this on my YouTube. He goes, of course you are. So here's a little something that I shot of Richard.
They're in real life. Aren't you him?
Once upon a time.
Oh.
It's been so long.
Are you still acting?
Well, if you call it that, yeah. It's nice to call it acting.
And do you get back to the mountain often?
You what?
Get back to the mountain often?
I don't get back to the mountain very often, but in my dreams.
Saturday was a long day for us all. It went 10 to 6. And midday, we did do a panel discussion. We had the cast to do sort of a Q&A session. And I shot a little video of the crowd. We had a nice crowd that came to attend our panel, and they asked questions and stuff. And as always, it's a lot of fun for us because we get very silly, and it reminds us all of things that we may have forgotten. Someone will answer something, say, oh yeah, I totally forgot that happened. So always a fun time. And the rest of the day was pretty much spent with selfies and signing photos and stuff like that. So just a busy day with a lot more wonderful viewers and fans who came through. And so many people just share their stories with us about favorite episodes, what the show meant to them, sort of the types of things that all of you share in my comments, in which we all are very touched to hear. What I also love is often when I am attending these sorts of events, people bring me things that they have. In this case, it was a wonderful ad that was in Variety, which was a industry magazine. And so this was honoring the Waltons and mentioning that we had been awarded. So someone had brought this tribute page to us to have us signed. So I was very honored to see that and also to have an opportunity to sign it. Another fan brought me and showed me this letter they had written to our producers to say how much they loved the show. And the producer had written back this beautiful letter. This was our producer, Robert Jacks, who wrote back this beautiful letter saying what the show meant and how hard they were working and how much of a difference it made when viewers wrote in, and also suggested that they write to the network and let them know that they really would like to see the show continue. So I was thrilled to see this letter, and they gave me permission to take a shot of it and also to share it with all of you. We wrapped up the show at the end of the day, and the cast, along with some of the wonderful people who helped us over the course of the weekend, who joined us for dinner. So we just had a quick sort of family gathering. We all, sat around the table and had dinner together. And someone shot this photo of the table of all of us. So a great time. Sorry I wasn't able to shoot more video. It was just so busy. Some of these shots that I have included were things that Cammie shot, or someone else shot of us at the table, or Sally Boyd and George Cook, that they had posted. So I sort of just went ahead and forwarded them so that all of you could share them as well. So I want to thank you to everybody who came out and saw us at the Hollywood show. And so many of you that came out talked about that you also watch my segments here. So I really do appreciate that. If you are new to this channel and you have not yet had a chance to like and subscribe, that really helps my channel grow and helps it to reach a new audience of viewers and fans to join our wonderful community here. So I always appreciate that. Thank you for joining me for this very brief overview of my trip to LA and the recent Hollywood Autograph show. We will continue to post when we know there's going to be some sort of an appearance coming up, and hopefully at some point we'll maybe be close enough to an area where you can come out and meet members of the cast. Oh, we always love having a chance to meet you in person. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching this. I'll be back with more behind the scenes of the Waltons, more episodes, more of your questions, and an Ask Judy. Thanks for watching.